Hey guys, welcome back. I was making sure I could hit the right button. Hopefully, and I'm gonna try to be hopeful for this. Daubert is with us right now. Or he's too busy stuffing his face with ice cream. Because that's what he did. That's what he was doing in the break. And that's a picture he sent me as well over Twitter. Maybe he'll get back in here in a second. We'll find out. Maybe his mic will magically turn on. But we're getting underway here with our game. In just a second, it's gonna be MeetYourMakers up against Gamers Connection. And I'm gonna go ahead and just drop you into game right now because it looks like everyone is ready to start. Just waiting for the admins to pop a restart in on this one. And let's go ahead and see how this one's gonna break down here. Daubert hopefully will be here. I swear the man, the legend, will talk eventually. I'm gonna actually send him a message during this, and hopefully he sees it. Maybe he won't. I don't actually think he will. We get some game sounds in there for you guys at home as well. Oh, Daubert.
Have you muted me?
No, I have not.
Hello?
That was you.
What? How? I haven't done anything.
Oh no, it was me. Oh crap! Because I have my PC sounds off.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jason.
You had me paranoid for so long. I was talking about how much I loved my ice cream, and
I was paranoid too. That was my bad.
Oh, that's okay. Well, this is going to be a good game. GC have been on a roll recently.
Wrong one.
And they've been doing really well against MYM. So, yeah, this could be a good. This could be a really good game.
All right. So sorry about that, guys. That was completely my bad. Realizing that I had my microphone or my game sounds off, and that means I couldn't hear you. But anyways, we have to start this one off. We're gonna have over on the Chinese side it will be Gamers Connection, and over on the US side it will be MeetYourMakers. MYM not doing as well as they expected. Coming into the spring season, and right now, I mean, I know Safe, which is really weird. He was supposed to be on a break. He was supposed to be on vacation, if I'm not mistaken. We were talking to him at the finals, but he's here playing right now. Maybe put things aside. But MeetYourMakers, you were saying that Gamers Connection's been doing really well against them lately?
Yeah, they've been doing really well on some of the go-forwards, and they've been a real dangerous team recently. And you know, they're off to quite a good start here against MYM. MYM seems to like this BC hold more than most teams, but they are getting a bit surrounded right now.
All right, well, I need to turn game sounds down just a little bit because I can't hear you as well, or at least over the audio. So let's save those settings in there. All right, so should be able to hear you a little bit better now. But yeah, we do have the BC hold, just like you're saying, for MeetYourMakers coming in. And it looks like Gamers Connection taking their time to really break through this. And it looks like the push might come in over towards the C flag. We should probably go over the lines for you guys at home if you're unfamiliar with either of these teams. We do have Punchul, Flax, Charzaz over on MeetYourMakers, Safe, and Wappy. And over on the side of Gamers Connection, we have Lieutenant Hunter, Jika, Frodo, Gia, and Rella, Widgfugierxer.
Yeah, I'm not even going to like fix the rest of their name. They're just 3 letters or 4 letters for me, and that's about it. I just like avoid.
You have to emphasize their whole name.
The Banzai charge. That's their name.
Okay, I'll go with that reason. That's why I was screaming that. Anyways, MeetYourMakers though, not looking too phased by Gamers Connection. Obviously, GC, we didn't really see them show up that much, honestly, in the first season of Winter. Haven't really showed up in spring, and well, now they're trying yet again here in summer. They didn't even get into the actual group stages in the last season. And right now, well, they are 2 capped. It is 142 tickets to 107. The first map will be Dawnbreaker. Second map will be on Operation Locker. And if we go to a third map, it will be on Zavod here. And so far, MeetYourMakers doing pretty well here. But Gamers Connection finally breaking through, finally getting control of B. And now we're going to find out, can MYM finally get the recap back on?
Yeah, MYM seem to always do a good job at the beginning, getting a good hold, and they usually have quite a significant lead, and they sometimes seem to squander it quite a bit, but, you know, they're doing really well right now. I don't think LG Hunter's going to survive for long here. He is the last guy up, and MYM like to go for this BC. I think they're going to swap it round now for A and B, but they hang in deep in the buildings with 2 outside in the upper balcony as well, and that play in depth seems to work really well for them.
Well, they have been able to get the cap on a C in the meantime during this, but it's been a complete swap with MeetYourMakers getting control of A. It looks like they might get control of B yet again here. Puncher will be taken down though as he's trying to cap over onto that flag, so we're gonna have that 2-1 hold still maintained by Saudi Gamers Connection, and they have started to chip away at the ticket lead that they, or the ticket deficit, sorry, that they did have. That's only a 24 difference between the two teams right now, but as you can see, Flax, look at his kill death right now. He's at 10-3 currently in this game.
Yeah, he's a bit of a beast as well, but that's because he's holding down the central building, and he's running the ACWR. You see, like, real close quarter weapon, and you know he's always such a dangerous player though. And he's running engineer kit. Actually, I didn't even notice it until he fired the rocket launcher at the upper balcony there. That's a very interesting mix of play there.
Yeah, it is, and well, it's been working out for him so far, but now. Let's see, C being capped over, actually being maintained on the side of Gamers Connection, as well as this A flag here. And it looks like they might get a tri-cap here. The first one we would have seen of this game. And Flax was trying to do something about it, trying to get a couple of respawns in on top of him, trying to pressure this. But look at this 3-cap that they have, and look at where MeetYourMakers are spawning. This is the perfect hold right now for side of Gamers Connection.
Yeah, so I was saying, MYM get off to a great start, but then they seem to squander their lead here, and that's kind of what you're seeing here is MYM go under for the first time. And, you know, they're getting kind of stuck down in this A flag. They're not really moving very quickly, and even if they capture this flag here, the respawns are going to come in to block any pressure on that B flag.
Let's see where they do actually get these respawns in, because right now MeetYourMakers have been able to get control of A. Haven't been able to get B as well here, but Punchel going to be in a 1-on-2, trying to hold on to this push coming in from the backside. He's going to spot out Frodo over to the side. He will not pick up the kill. He eventually will finally secure it for himself. There's going to be one more man behind him here, and it's going to be Zia. And will he actually get the kill? He'll actually be taken down here instead. So the 2-1 going back in favor of MeetYourMakers. And right now, Gamers Connection. This I was wondering, like, why we haven't seen them really show up in either of the splits, or more presumably the spring split. And I really want to know what they're doing wrong.
The thing is, they were playing in a few of the other splits. I think the problem was that they didn't play all the time. They missed out on one season completely. If they had kept playing, even if they hadn't done well,
why.
they would have probably made it to one of the groups. And at the time, to be honest, they are one of the better teams, so they probably would have made it to the land final. But because they didn't play one of the cups, they lost out big time. So I've got a feeling this is going to be one of the teams to break through this season.
Well, we're definitely going to find out here, and honestly, have a lot of new teams coming into this one that we saw. Obviously, if you're looking at the brackets earlier on, you can head over to battlefield.esl-1 if you're interested in checking them out. And I'm curious to see, what other teams are going to be coming around in this, and what other teams are really going to be showing up. Because it's only the first cup out of 4. And tomorrow we will be doing the semifinals and the final as well. This is only the first 3 rounds of the tournament in today's games. But MeetYourMakers, well, 2-1 against them. They had, what was it, a 30-ticket lead at some point, and now they're down almost 30 tickets.
It was almost a 45-ticket lead at one point, and they are starting to squander it, like I said, but I don't know, it's an interesting one, because they are trying to get this C and A one, but, Games Connection is a really difficult team to hold sometimes. They're really ultra-aggressive. They've got LT Hunter, who's an absolute beast in Battlefield, and he's just got a 2-man kill over at C, and this is just keeping this lead continuing, and, MYM are looking really messy right now.
I never would have expected MeetYourMakers to potentially get knocked out of the first cup in their first round of play, and well, it's starting to become a possibility right now as they have fallen behind 39 tickets, going on that 40 mark. And the side of Gamers Connection, they really haven't lost anyone in a long time. I mean, Rella, he did finally go down, but I think in the past minute, I think it's been a max of like 3 or 4 deaths total for them, and they've been doing a fantastic job of really winning out these firefights. Hunter will eventually be taken down here, but B being pushed on A as well. They have the A to C hold currently, and they will lose control of B, but let's see if Rella can hold on to this push. And we'll be going on to this A flag here. You can see him, last man in the squad, looking for the first kill. He actually won't pick up any, and he'll be taken down. So they will lose control of A here in just a few seconds, though. Hunter is still alive. He's looking for a couple of kills here. And it looks like there's really not much he can do about it. He can't get some revives in. He's getting a couple of respawns, but they have held for at least a little bit longer right now with the more respawns coming in. They're finally going to make this push, but it's going to be a 3-on-3.
Yeah, and this is a trip cap. If MYM can wipe out this pocket here at A, they could fix this game up quite well for themselves, but they need to win this big.
All right, they kind of have. They gotten 4 solid kills from the last man standing alive is, how do you call him? What do you call his name? Jika?
Oh, don't get... Jika is probably the best way it's going to happen. Because,
all right.
Otherwise, it's a lot of A's.
I was really curious to what you were thinking, because I didn't want to sound really weird saying his names. But, all right, so Jika here. was the last man alive. Will be taken down though, and the random respawn is going to be coming in. Actually have some respawns over towards this catwalk here, but Gia, not sure how much longer he's going to stay alive. As right now, you see Gamers Connection, they are struggling to get everyone on their squad alive at the same time. Someone or even multiple people are down every single time.
Yeah, you still got. Oh no, even they get taken down, and yeah, this game is now level pretty much, and GC, you know, really haven't had an answer at all. Mass spawn into A, they got shut down, then they just started spawning on balcony, got shut down again. It's just constant pressure. And now look at this setup from MYM on the tabletop. Beautiful spread, one aggressor and 4 guys holding down the defense.
Well, that aggressor safe too is giving them information as well, seeing where they're coming from, able to backstab them in the meantime here. And well, the 40 ticket deficit that they did have is now being swapped around. 27 to 18 tickets. They have the 2-1 hold still for quite a long time, and it looks like if they can maintain it here, they're gonna come out this first half finally with a lead.
Yeah, and real smart play from both teams here, but MYM as a defender here, and this gives them so many more options. And yeah, I think GC have just fell apart here.
Wow, and that was... I don't really know what sparked that. That's the thing. Because they had such a strong hold, and they were winning out on most of the firefights, but it seemed like MeetYourMakers maybe got like a little bit of a warm-up or something, and finally realized that, hey guys, we're losing this one. Because they came together when it mattered at the end of the game.
Oh, definitely, and you know, Ducky-chan and Flax at the end are really just getting a lot of kills. But I think what it was is GC were playing quite a wild game before that, and I think it threw off MYM every so often. But at the end there, GC started to play quite slow and methodical, trying to wait for their pushes onto that A flag, when really, with the lead they had, they should have just been spawning in anywhere, keep that bleed going. And, you know, they played too slow, and MYM were able to bring in enough people to win the fight, and from that, just take the game from them. That should have been GC's win there.
It should have. It should have been a huge lead as well. I mean, what?
Well, both teams did take a lead in that game, so
yeah,
you know, both of them had their chances to get in there.
And I think it was MeetYourMakers. They had the early start. They had an early, well, it wasn't a huge lead. It was about 30 tickets, but then it slipped away. And from there on, it just seemed like Gamers Connection game. They had 40 ticket lead, but then they lost that tri-cap. And once that swap happened, they really struggled to get back into it. So obviously gonna be swapping sides here in just a few seconds. But who's your money on for this one? Because, you know, MeetYourMakers 26 tickets. Yeah, it's a half win, but it wasn't very convincing in my opinion.
No, it's the first game of the day for these teams, so you know. It's a bit more warming up, if anything. Well, sorry, first game for MYM today. They are playing with Waffy, who I thought was actually going on holiday as well. And Sayo is a replacement of him from Execo, but he's away at work today, so he ain't playing. But so I think maybe that might be a little bit to do with it. But at the same time, like I said, GC have been doing really well. And we're not going to be going live as... Gamers Connection are missing a player. You know, I'm gonna go with MYM. I think they'll do it. They did start off quite strong there. A good 45 ticket lead. Yes, they squandered it, but they were able to fight back when it was needed, and more importantly, they held quite well, I thought, considering they were so far behind. And that must have been a very tense situation on TeamSpeak. Yeah,
very. And unfortunately, we kept listening to them like we were able to at the offline finals, but. It wouldn't be a match without a disconnect. Let's just say that, because right now I think Flax is saying restarting the game to fix hit reg maybe. You heard of these pro tactics. But just reconnecting here and we'll be back underway shortly. By too easy. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. But I mean, coming into Operation Locker, you know, who do you think that really favors between these two teams?
I think GC, they really like that kind of fast and crazy style. I think it might favor them slightly a bit more. But, you know, every team has a chance on Locker, kind of like every team has a chance on Zaphod as well. I mean, all 3 maps being played, to be honest, are all of the safe ones. Every team has a good kind of amount of practice on those maps. But I always feel Locker's that one you kind of pick if you feel your infantry stronger. And I think that's something that GC generally rely on. Like I said, they were doing quite well in Dawnbreaker when they went for that crazy kind of style, trying to just spread across the map and try and get those 1v1s all over the place. And even though MYM does have like Ducky-chan and Punchroll and Flax, who, you know, can really rise to the occasion sometimes. I think they rely so much on those players to do it, but when they don't, it goes really bad.
All right, well, we are still just waiting for that last man to reconnect into this one. Hopefully it is soon. I believe we're a little bit behind schedule today because of, well, the half an hour late start and then the... Well, I don't know if that caught us up or put us more behind. I feel like we're behind because it's already almost 9 o'clock, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah,
we only got one more game
8:30.
after this. So
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. I'm used to doing the finals where we did like 6 games in a day. Oh. What was that?
That was insane.
Was that? Oh, okay. I had a little bit of a screen freeze there. I wasn't sure if that was the server or if that was just me. Apparently it was just me. Okay. I don't like...
I can tell you about my Oreo ice cream.
You know, we could, but we also could. You could also not be a dick and rub it in that I'm in 40+ degree weather right now in the studio, sweating. But anyways, I mean, Epsilon's not in this game, so that's clearly why. Or it clearly can't be the server problem.
Yeah, it's definitely not crashed yet, so Epsilon are definitely not playing. I mean, they had no luck at the final today. It just seemed to be all the time that they played, but it would go down. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They just got a curse. Like there's a casting curse, and then there's the Epsilon curse.
I think I was talking about the admins, and he thinks it's something to do with their configs. That's something in there that they don't realize, and it's causing the server to crash.
If that is the case, then it's absolutely brilliant. I don't know. It's really weird, you know, like the config thing. Even though I played like quite high level, I would barely change anything in my config. I would go into random PCs.
Wait, did you say you were high level?
Yeah. Got a problem with that, bro.
No.
I was pretty high level. I won money and stuff. What? I'm in dig for like 8.
It's easy to win against people, you know, who are really bad.
Oh wow.
It's like I won money once. I played against my 3-year-old cousin and beat him, and I won $5 off him.
Why did he have $5?
I like how that's the question you asked. Not why were you playing against a 3-year-old cousin and being proud of beating him. You just go for the money one.
Yeah. Like okay. Well, we'll get that. But yeah, okay. But I was playing people who were slightly older than 3 years old.
4.
Just saying. Maybe. Yeah.
5.
Mental age of 4 sometimes. But,
Wait, what game? What teams were you didn't tell us? But like, who was all on the team? Would I recognize any of these names back when you were playing?
Succubus.
Okay.
I played with Zach for quite a while. Trying to think of other people I might have played with. You might know. Odie. I played with Odie when he was an actual player. And that was a long time ago.
God, that must have been like 30 years.
Yeah, pretty much. About 30 years ago. That's when Odie was good at games. About 30 years ago. You know when he went to DreamHack and played in a Space Invaders tournament, and was very happy when he won. Yeah, he won a Space Invaders tournament. That's like his highlight in his gaming career.
Wow.
Yeah, he was very happy about that. I think he won a PC on it though. That's the crazy thing. He won an entire PC playing Space Invaders.
That's... But I can't imagine that you would actually win an entire PC off of Space Invaders. I mean, Pac-Man, of course.
I think it's just ironic that you play on an arcade system which has been around before computers were probably the size of your room, and he's winning a personal PC. Yeah, cool. Personal PC.
Good times. Good times. I remember like the only games I really played competitive. I tried 1.6. I was on like a Cal M team, which was like 2 steps under the pros back then. And yeah.
I remember Cal.
I remember getting like 50. No, I remember getting like 20 FPS in smokes in 1.6. Like that tells you how bad the computers were back then. If you get 20 FPS in smokes in 1.6.
Wasn't there like graphics cards you could get which would just not smoke wouldn't work?
Well, you could run it the smokes in 32-bit or 16-bit, and you could see through them in 16-bit, but it was like quote unquote illegal to do that.
Yeah, but how are you gonna find out?
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember stuff like that happening all the time. That was brilliant. Well, not brilliant, obviously, but
wow, what a cheater!
Yeah, I love the old school cheaters that like would just get found out at LAN. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but it used to be like a regular occurrence of like LAN events.
What about the cheaters who actually cheated at LAN?
Yeah, I know. They've got like balls of steel to do stuff like that.
Like, I remember seeing a video of this guy who was caught cheating, and like this group of people basically took his computer and threw it out and threw him out.
Yeah, I could never work out if that was actually real or just like set up, because yeah, you'd go to jail if you did that.
Really?
Yeah, you're destroying someone's private property. You know, just because they cheated doesn't mean anything. Cheating in a video game isn't against the law. The police aren't going to turn up if you hack in CS:GO.
It should.
They should. No, they should like smash the door in and take you in.
The amount of cheaters I
can't.
see in CS:GO matchmaking is just ridiculous.
I've heard. I've heard. But everyone's a cheater in every game. Like I'm so used to it now. Battlefield's the worst.
Did you ever cheat, Dogbert, before?
No, I don't think I have. Oh no, I did in Delta Force 2. 2?
No.
Oh my god, it was great. I was like 13. Yeah, it was great fun. Me and a few friends came around and we'd be like a man in the sky with an automatic grenade launcher. Awesome.
I don't have words for that. I don't even know what to say. But anyways, guys, we're getting underway here at this game. It's going to be, we're right now MeetYourMakers with a 26 ticket lead. I believe the sides are off, so have to restart one more time, but we'll be getting underway in just a second. And we're going to find out if MeetYourMakers are going to take this first map, or if Gamers Connection can do what they did, you know, what, a third of the way through in the first half and getting a 45 ticket lead. And right now, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult with that pause coming in, or that little bit of a break. I think both teams, well, MeetYourMakers being the more experienced one might have an advantage over them.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
oh, come on! Really? They're still doing it? MeetYourMakers are still doing the cheat. Are you serious?
Oh, what, the
slide. The spawn slide.
I didn't know it was illegal.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be. We couldn't make it illegal at the finals, but I was 90% sure that it is now.
I'm not aware of it, but maybe.
Maybe I'll tab out and ask the admins, because I blatantly caught that on stream.
Well, I guess they're gonna get caught afterwards. If they did, I'll ask for you then.
All right. Well, let's see how this one goes then, I guess. Anyways, so Charles is going to actually push straight towards the C flag here, as well as MeetYourMakers actually they're giving away control of B, and actually going for a little bit of a flank here, maybe towards C, maybe trying to counter him out, but right now, they're actually not winning out in this trade here, and Char is actually going all the way around here, going with like a jerk roll. Might actually be able to get the flank on one man, but I don't think he actually knows he's there just yet. It's going to be Gia up inside of the pit. We'll be able to spot him out, and we'll be able to pick up the kill. So that little bit of a flank didn't work out, and right now MeetYourMakers, they're down with only one flag hold. Yeah,
not the best start at all for MYM, but at the same time, they've traded a lot of kills with GC, so it's not the end of the world, and they still have players able to threaten both C and B, so, you know, a messy start for both teams, and definitely not the one that both sides want.
Right now, even Lieutenant Hunter was getting really aggressive there over towards that A flag. Was almost able to cap it over, but was able to hold two people back, now potentially three here. It looks like we will have Flags get taken down on the push between B and C in that building. So right now, early 2-1 hold, and it looks like they might be able to get the tri-cap here. They're going really aggressive.
Yeah, well, I think they just want to dominate MYM here, and well, they're going for it right now, and they've just done it. There you go, there's a wipe, but look at that spawn for MYM. But you can already see the response from GC is a crisp turnaround and rotate there. Really strong play from them here.
Yeah, you gotta give them credit. I mean, they're doing exactly what they did in that first half, and I wonder if they can continue that. That over at B, Hunter picking up one, and they still have this 3-1 hold. C will be kept over there, I would imagine, for MeetYourMakers here in just a few seconds when they do decide to finally push in, and they also have split pressure coming in from the A flag at the same time, going for a little bit of a pincer move, kind of, with the flags, but they need to win out these firefights, and right now they currently are not.
No, not at all. We're getting wiped here, and MYM are going to have to come up with some sort of new strategy here, because this one is not working at all. And the GC here are just rotating perfectly. It's almost like they know exactly where they are every time, and MYM are really struggling here.
They are, and they are down 60 tickets. If I can do math, yes I can. 60 tickets, wow. I was actually a little bit surprised by that. I mean, you can see, the side of Gamers Connection lost 8 tickets after 2.5 minutes of play so far. That is flawless play by them, pretty much. And you can see MeetYourMakers a little bit hesitant to actually push him. They realize, yeah, we have a 26-ticket lead, but look how fast that they're losing tickets here. They're not winning the fights. And honestly, it looks like right now Gamers Connection might be able to pull this first half out. Or this, sorry, the first map out.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, GC-LT are playing that really aggressive, trying to just buy time for GC and give him some information. And he's doing a lot of damage. And MYM here are pausing and taking note and, you know, not moving very quick. And that bleed's just eating them up now.
It really is. I mean, down to 60 tickets now. It's getting very dangerous, not to mention Frodo on the backside. Did I really just call him Frodo? Yes, I did. Is it Frodo?
I keep almost calling him Frodo.
Is it Fraud or Fro?
I think it's Fraud.
Okay, Fraud. All right, my bad. Why do I keep calling him Frodo? I feel stupid. Was trying to go for a backup on a C here, but he was thwarted, was taken down here. Now Jika trying to hold on towards this A flag. Actually spotted out a couple of men pushing in through the side. We'll go pick up the first one and look for that second one. Won't connect just yet. But he has bought time, and with the help of Fraud coming from the side, they actually do clean that up here. And it looks like, I hate to say it, MeetYourMakers, I don't think they come back from this. I don't think there's a way they'll be able to do it.
No, not at all. They need to do something quick, but like I said, they're just taking too long to get these flags, and you know, GC is just far too well entrenched right now. Maybe here is going to be their push on the B, but they've just lost so many tickets, and look at that pressure on the C straight away.
Yeah, they get right into it, and now 37 tickets to go. Fraud finally able to get control of C flag, and they're going to lose on A, but they actually lost on B at the same time here, but they get the respawns in. I think they're going to have the opportunity to push in towards B if they do want it, realizing that A is eventually being capped over here, and Hunter tag along with him. Actually, we'll spot out 2 men. We'll back away. He actually won't be chased down on just yet. He's still holding on, and he will be taken down finally here. So B going to be capped over, though. They have been able to pull a couple of members away. MeetYourMakers trying to hold on to this, though, trying to come in with the grenades. It looks like Safe was able to, or Punch was able to clean that one up here. So now finally, MeetYourMakers getting the 2-1. But I honestly don't know how long this is going to last.
They need to channel their inner Dignitas if they want to bring back this game, because this is a significant lead right now for GC, and you know they're on the attack again. And I don't know, MYM just seemed to took a long time to wake up here.
They did, and it might have been, well, unfortunately, a little bit too long. As we can see, they have 30 tickets though. They're still in it technically right now, but they need to have like a flawless round from here on. They can't really afford to die too much more. And Fraud pushing to B, will be able to get the cap onto it. Spots the man on catwalk, throws the nade in, and he connects. Touchdown going in for Fraud, picks up the kill, and now let's see if they can hold on to the rest of this B flag here. As you see, Rella is able to pick up one here, and MeetYourMakers, they're just getting wiped up. Even Save getting a team kill right there, a little unfortunate. And well, they will get B. They will actually be able to maintain it as well with all the kills coming in. And it looks like, again, Gamers Connection, they should be able to do it. 20 tickets to go, and you have 3 people on respawn right now for MYM.
Yeah, they're really just sticking to them like glue, and there you go, they've cleaned up the upper balcony here, and that's probably going to be it for B, and A's getting capped over as well. GC is just doing everything right now.
They seem to have that perfect read on exactly what MeetYourMakers is doing, and they're going to have a tri-cap here as well. And that's, there's no coming back from that. This is like the last final push out of MeetYourMakers. They need cap C and then another flag immediately, but I don't think they really have the time to make that happen here. And well, let's see, they have gotten control of C here in just a few seconds, finally being able to pick that one up. But again, it's too little too late.
Yeah, they're really just getting wiped out here. There's nothing they can do. They just got full wiped there. Man, GC is just looking so good.
And you can see Rella 15-9. Hunter 15-9. That is just ridiculous. I mean, that's a fantastic scoreline for him, and gotta even credit. That was just a phenomenally well played. I'm really curious to see what happened in the first half that caused them to actually lose the lead that they were able to build up, or lose control of the game, because clearly, as you saw it there in that one, they didn't let it happen twice. And I think Daubert might have disconnected. That does scare me a little bit.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Sorry, my allergies are so bad right now, so I'm like sneezing every so often. So I'm muting myself on my side.
It was actually nice to not hear your voice for once.
Well, it sounded like you were panicking where you couldn't. So you know.
I wasn't panicking. I was just like, my good friend Daubert's gone.
I could hear the panic in your voice. I knew you worried. But no one from MYM showed up in that game. Kill-wise, it just didn't seem to be there. The communication seemed to break down, and you know, they just never got themselves settled. MYM do great when they have like a set piece defense, but whenever it's kind of like work for them, and you know, GC were just all over them. They just bum rushed them from beginning to end, and MYM just didn't have time at all to to get in position.
I like how you said the heat. Just reminded me about how hot it is in the studio right now.
I might get another ice cream when we go to break later.
I will hurt you. I will punch you when I see you next time, or make you buy me an ice cream.
I might buy you an ice cream.
You might.
I might buy you an Oreo one.
I don't like Oreos. I don't like chocolate.
You don't like?
I'm not a fan of chocolate. Like, I'll eat it.
Whoa.
I'll eat it, but I'm not a fan of it.
Wow. I've heard of people like you.
You didn't believe the stories. You didn't believe the myths.
No, I couldn't.
Like,
it didn't sound
I'll eat
right.
Snickers and stuff like that, and like Twix and whatnot, but
They have
I just-
chocolate in it, you know.
I just don't. Yeah, but I don't like love
Predominantly made of
chocolate.
Oh, okay. Well, most of us do.
Give me like some Laffy Taffies or
The
some
hell is a Laffy
Gummibärchen.
Taffy?
You don't know what Laffy Taffies are?
No, what?
Oh my man! American candy is the best candy. It has so much sugar in
American
it.
candy is nowhere near the best.
Are you
candy.
serious?
No, are you insane?
Are
I
you
tried your
insane?
American- No.
Do you know how
No.
much sugar we put in a candy that makes it delicious?
It doesn't make it delicious.
It totally
wow.
does.
I've had. Was it the Hershey bars? Is it Hershey?
Yeah, but
I've had
that's
them.
why would America be good at chocolate? Come on, that's like Belgium and stuff.
They're terrible. I mean, I've had these American chocolate bars. They have American shops everywhere.
Because why are you eating American chocolate? That's like, I'm gonna go to Brazil for the Chinese food. That's basically what you're telling me.
They import them from America. They're American chocolates.
But it's this. But that's not the specialty of America.
America, it's a specialty.
Yeah, I mean, if you do some Butterfingers or some Snickers or something like that, then you'll notice it. But
I've had Butterfingers.
dude, but don't you dare! Don't talk crap about Butterfingers, man. I am craving one of those. They don't have them in Germany.
We have them in the UK, but you know, they're nothing to write home about. There's plenty of better English and British chocolate. You
You're
know.
killing me, man. I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm flying the flag for Britain's chocolate industry, which is now owned by Americans.
America. Yep.
Buying all your chocolate.
That's not where I was gonna go with that. But anyways, guys, we're into our second map here. It is going to be Operation Lock between MeetYourMakers and Gamers Connection. And right now, GC are up 1-0 here in this best of 3. And we will have Gamers Connection over on the US side and MeetYourMakers over on the Russian side. This is MYM's choice here, so I'm assuming that they're going to be able to win this map. But right now, Gamers Connection, with the way they've been playing, and right now with where Hunter is, catch him all completely off guard. Seems him coming in from the side as he does get naded down here. But he at least has spotted them, has given this team the vision. And Waffy getting another Team K, or Waffy getting a TK onto Char's again. That's the second time he's been killed by his teammates.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, and up until then, really, MYM had a really solid start. But they slowed down at the metal detector. And look at GC here. Both teams have ignored that C flag. Both of them went for a 5v5 rumble in the middle,
in the
stood
jungle
there and fought, and yeah, GC with the help of Waffy managing to take the A flag and a full team wipe.
All right, so we'll gonna be capped over from MeetYourMakers in just a second, though. We do see was that Hunter pick up 2 kills on the outside at C, picking up the A and C flag now. So they have the 2-1 hold. They have that early bleed here, but let's see how long they can make it last. Charles does pick up a kill on Najia right there, and does open up the potential push on the outside. But Hunter, I mean, you called him out earlier on, you know, as being a really strong player, and he's done nothing but that. He's been fantastic for his team so far, as he's now currently sitting at 5-1.
Yeah, LT Hunter, like I said before, he's a beast, and he just picks up kills left, right, and center. If you've ever been unfortunate enough to come across this guy in ESL versus, he just kind of sits on you. He just gets so many kills, and you know, that translates over to his competitive play as well. And right now, MYM are just collapsing.
Collapsing, that's actually, I think, the perfect word to describe the situation right now. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's just because they're using substitutes and, you know, they need that core 5 members to really perform well. Or, I don't know if it's Gamers Connection just playing out of their skin right now. I think it's a little bit of maybe both right there. But they need to fight back if they want to be able to get, you know, some early points here, you know, obviously in the season.
That's another full wipe. And I think MYM are really kind of just, they just haven't got the, I don't know, the team play just doesn't seem to be there. And you were saying they're playing with a standard, and they're still playing with the same 5-man lineup they have been since Battlefield 3. So it's not like.
Wait, who's Char's then?
That's Ducky Chan.
Oh, it actually is him.
Yeah, he likes to change his name
Oh.
for no apparent reason other to upset.
I thought
casters
that
like
was a
yourself.
substitute. My bad.
No, I had to ask as well. So with that, you know, it's the same 5-man lineup. I mean, they're just not having the best of starts, and that's something MYM usually have very. They usually do very well at the beginning.
We can see a 4-man squad has set up onto a potential A push out of MeetYourMakers for just a few seconds. Megatchan will pick up the first kill. We'll spot on a second one. Will be taken up from the backside though, and Fax will be dropped as well. The hold has been able to be maintained here. Wafi now trying to come in, trying to do something about this here. He will actually be shot at. He won't be taken out just yet, but right now the side of Gamers Connection are holding on. The grenade comes in. Gonna be able to connect here. We'll be able to get a revive in as well, and they will stop that 4-man push onto the flag here.
Yeah, this is just not turning out well at all in a way. I mean, they're just not getting any traction when they do push. They just get full wiped, and you know, at no point is this pressure on C really happened, and that's something that they need to stop thinking about, because they can continue this war for A and B over and over again. But if they keep it up and they keep losing as heavy as they have, they're just not going to get anywhere at all.
And I honestly, I'm actually just a little bit disappointed in the side of MeetYourMakers, just that they're not playing well. I mean, they won the first season. They think as far as they wanted to in season 2, obviously, but you know, this is one of our core teams that we've had every single season so far, and they are just really not performing up to at least the standards that I hold them on. And at the same token, you know, I can't discount the way Gamers Connection are playing, because they've been doing a fantastic job in this game. They've been really stepping up. Hunter as well, 10-5 still in this one, and they've all been performing just solidly.
I think the only team that GC haven't beaten recently is Epsilon. They have beaten Fnatic. They've beaten MYM before. They have been doing really, really well recently, and they're going to be one of these teams that are really going to upset a lot of the established ones in a lot of these cups. They've got a lot to prove, and they've got the hunger as well.
You got to bring up food again. You know how I am when I cast. I always get hungry, and right now it's ever so true at this point. But MeetYourMakers still trying to push back in towards this A flag here, at least the 2-man squad. But look at the ticket difference, 128 to 47. Like, this is completely out of hand right now, and well, it looks like they might be successful over at the C flag here. Let's see if Relic can do anything about it, though. He's going to be 1-on-3. He's going to be a man coming in from behind him, and he will spot them out, but he's not going to be able to stick on for much longer. He will eventually drop. So C going to be capped over with 4 men committed to the push, but look at B, wide open, and immediately the side of Gamers Connection have pushed in for it.
Yeah, and that had a lot to do, I think, with Sage playing very far forward on that defensive B. Obviously, he needs to pick a place to kind of put his flag down, but metal detectors is such a dangerous place. You cannot cover all entrances and the information when they do break through. So, bad positioning there, but oh man, Safe and Punch will get taken down by XIA, and with that, you know, that pressure on A has just been shut down, and this bleed's continuing. In fact, I don't think this bleed has stopped since the start of the game. It
definitely has not. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. And yeah, there looks like they might be able to get control of B here in just a few seconds. Maybe Hunter can hold on to it, though, picks up the first kill, and he actually will be able to get away from this, so he will be able to at least keep them off for a little bit longer. But I feel like this is the last push out of MeetYourMakers. If they fail this and they don't pick up a 2-cap, then just call it quits for them. They won't be able to pick up this first half, and that means they're going to be down potentially 100 tickets into the second. And look at this, immediately. They finally hit B with 4 men, but they go for the push outside onto C, and they're going to get it.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. MYM are just not performing at all, and they just seem to be just frustrated every time they push forward, and GC just seem to be able to take flags at will here.
They always have that out-rotate on them. Or actually, no, right now, finally, MeetYourMakers have been able to make a little bit of a push. They have gained control of A and B. We can see that Gia going to be pushing on the B flag, though, to try to pick that one up here. So they have finally, you know, gotten a 2-to-1 hold. Now the question is, can they maintain it? Because they've been spread so thin here. Gia going to be up in a 1v1, will be taken down, so B will be going back over to MeetYourMakers. They will maintain the 2-to-1. But then again, the side of Gamers Connection, they have so many tickets to work with, but not really in a hurry to cap. Or I mean, obviously they want to cap over 2-to-1 as quick as they possibly can, but they're not necessarily a huge hurry.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what, at best here, MYM know they're up against it. They need to make the next round as easy as possible here. They have got a good setup to hold this, but GC have got all the time in the world. And it's MYM. One slip up here and it's over.
Very true. And right now, tagging along with Hunter, see where he will be coming in from, looking in towards Infirmary right there. Actually, we'll spot out one man. Won't get the kill just yet, but he's stalling. He's buying himself some time. He can actually just rush in. And with nades coming from his teammates, they're actually looking to pick up that kill very, very quickly with help of Rella. But Hunter will be taken out by Punchroll. MeetYourMakers hold on to the push. As you see, I think there's Fraud coming in from the backside. And this A push will be thwarted here, but Jika over at the B flag trying to maybe cap it over here, maybe buy a little bit of time. Looks like he might be able to pull it off. He, in fact, will get it. Though there will be one man up to the north side, Waffy here, waiting for him to maybe leave. But C has been capped over. A still maintained. MeetYourMakers have that 2-1 still.
And Waffy picking up 2 kills there, and wow, all of a sudden, just what has happened? Like, both these teams just seem to be having their half, like, oh, you've been dominating us now for 5 minutes, time to swap over, and it's our turn to now bully you about the map, and that seems to be the case, but you can just see GC is stacking up. You know, they played wild before and just let it happen, and once again, now, near the end of the round and with such a lead, they start playing very, very slow and just grouping out outside of flags. Yeah,
they are, and that's... I don't know if that's a response to MeetYourMakers and whether at their plane or just they kind of are unsure themselves at this point. But, well, we'll be getting a couple of revives over towards A. We'll be going for the push, but Hunter will be taken out immediately by Ducky Chan right there. We'll get revived back up, though, and it looks like they have finally collapsed onto A. They will be able to pick it up here. Now it's all about Jika. If he can pick up this 1v1, which he in fact does, they will have the 2-1, and they should, ideally, be able to have the first half off of this.
Yeah, I think that, you know, that slow and patient play was eventually going to pay off. You don't want that situation where, for whatever reason, every attack just seems to be going wrong, and we've seen that happen so many times.
Yes, we have, and right now it's not going to be one of those for them. They will be able to get the 2-1 and maintain it, and now with 5 tickets to go, they really can't respawn anymore. So this will be 60-ticket lead here coming in for the side of Gamers Collection on Operation Locker. Remember, this is the choice of MeetYourMakers. This is their map pick, and they're not making it look like it is, though.
Yeah, true, but 60 tickets is nowhere as bad as it could have been. I mean, at one point it looked like GC were going to win with 100+ tickets there. So, you know, they made the task a little less hard for themselves, but still, in a 150-ticket game, 60 tickets is a massive win for, especially over a team like MYM.
All right, well, right now we're going to be swapping sides here, and we're going to find out if MeetYourMakers can come back and take it to map number 3. Remember, the map we would be going to is Zavad, which is... What's funny to me is the fact that he actually hasn't chosen that earlier. Because, you know, MeetYourMakers, to me, it was a team that will choose Zavad against you in play.
Yeah, true, but every team is... also, you know, because teams know what map you're going to pick out sometimes, if they don't ban it, you're just like, oh, have they been practicing that? And, you know, at the end of the day, there's reading either what you feel comfortable with your lineup to play, or you try and be clever and try and pick something you think the other team is going to just fail at miserably. And maybe they thought that was going to be the case with Locker. Maybe they've been having very good experiences in the past against GC with them. And maybe they've absolutely failed on Zafod against them or on other maps. So, like I said, these maps that have gone through are all pretty much the maps that everyone's played to death anyway. So it's not like anyone's pulled out a map like Railway or something like that.
Oh gosh, Railway. I've just the way Danitas played it in the cups was just ridiculous. In the group stage, was honestly just splendid. It was perfect. And well, right now that's I guess has nothing to do with what we're going to see here, because right now Gamers Connection up 60 tickets to 0 in this first half. If they can secure themselves this half victory, they will have gotten themselves a step further here in the cup and a couple of extra points accumulated. And that's Gia humping Hunter's head, it looks like. I don't know if you see that, but I do.
Yeah, I do now.
Interesting. Just, you know, eventually every once in a while you'll break out in random humping.
Yeah, it does seem to happen every so often. When we were watching the final, I was watching Panty and Dignitas against MYM on this map. Oh no,
you were casting.
Yeah, and
how are you watching? You were casting it.
I was watching them playing, and they were driving around with EOD bots with Waffy.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't concentrate at all. I was just giggling all the time with a big grin on my face.
So you were being that Dignitas member, giggly.
Yeah, both teams this time finally try and go for C. Both a bit more defensive when it came to the middle of the map, and there you go. Straight off the bat, 2 flag bleed, and MYM on the back foot once again.
All right, well they can't afford to lose out on too many tickets here, and let's see if they can turn this around quick enough. They need to get a cap onto A. maybe even C. See Wafi just trying to peek around the corner and go for the shot onto Jika there, but he gets taken down, and now that spots for, or that lets Hunter actually push around from outside into middle. He'll pick up a kill on a punch roll, and they'll clean up a nice 2, 3, even 4 kills as G actually push straight out of A and pick those kills up. And look at MeetYourMakers. Look at the spawn they have all the way at the backside of B here, and they have, or at least Gamers Connection have them watched at every direction that they're going to leave from. Ooh, front, spots out one, and knife. And he picks up the kill. But anyways, the rest of the side of Gamers Connection looking very strong here. Let's see if they can hold this push yet again as you see MeetYourMakers finally picking up 1, 2 kills. Now it's all in the hands of Jika here if he can hold on to this. I don't really think he can do it. I think he's going to be taken down, but they get a couple of respawns in. It doesn't matter. And that will be MeetYourMakers finally getting the pickup onto it, but they have to send every single man out there. And when that happens, Fraud's like, all right, I'll just back cap you and easily cap onto B. And it looks like Daubert forgot to unmute his mic, or maybe he's still sneezing from his allergies.
I was still sneezing.
Okay.
But,
yeah, that's a lot of sneezing then.
Yeah, my allergies are crazy. I clean my room and it's just dust everywhere now. But the problem is for MYM, because they're struggling up front to get into these flags, they have to send in close to 4 people every time. And with that, flag pushes on their undefended are just going to happen. And GC are now just making a very messy game of it, but they can afford it. They've got a 60-ticket lead.
Yeah, they do, but they have been tri-capped here for at least a couple of seconds, though. That will dissipate here in just a few seconds as B finally being turned over to the side of Gamers Connection. But where will they make the push? Looks like they're going to go for a hit onto A here. They have one man over towards the X-rays. Or the metal detectors, I guess is the better way to say it. And they have Hunter and Jika up towards the top side of A. But look at this. Look at Safe. He's coming in from the backside. He spots him out. He's not actually connected with the shots, though. And I believe he finally does pick up one, or at least an assist on one, but Hunter turns it on, picks up the kill onto him. And now Fraud will pick up the kill over onto whoever that man was that was right next to him. And will be Flax, and they get the respawns in as well, or they get the revive, sorry. And they're going to have a 3-man push onto this A flag, though. It is actually now a 2-on-2, and now it's a 1-on-2, as Hunter's the only man standing. Maybe he'll wait for a couple of respawns in here to actually push in, but he gets taken down. So that will be held. In the meantime, though, Jika over towards C, going to be going for a back cap.
Yeah, and there was a 1-on-1 between Safe and XIA, and it was a trade. No one won, but that worked brilliantly for Gamers Connection. And now this is just really looking pretty bad for MYM. If they don't win out at C here, I don't see them winning this round.
Well, Pancho gets a nade to the face right there. Safe will come around the corner, will be taken down, so C going to be capped over. Now, Wafi trying to push on the B flag will be taken down, and that's 3 men in quick succession finally dispensed of. But look at this. Look at Lucky Chan and Punch Roll getting the back respawns in. Rela already waiting, picks up the free kill. Now Punch, well, he's trying to pick up a kill here to redeem his teammates here as he's trying to cap over to B, but he gets stopped from that one. Safe gets a nade to the face as well as Punch. And they're going to be flanked in from the backside as well. Hunter picks up a kill to Safe, picks up a second on a Punch, and I think that's it. With the tri-cap coming in, there's really nothing MeetYourMakers can do about it.
Yeah, and GC never feel comfortable with that B flag, so they always go for A and C when it's not theirs. And yeah, this aggression from GC when they need it is just paid off beautifully. And MYM have just really had no response at all.
They really have not. Now they're done about 76 tickets here. They still have the chance for a final push. They have 4 men pushing in towards A flag. Gia picks up the first kill though. And now let's see what's going to happen. Hunter looking for the man that's going to be coming through in front of him in just a few seconds. And if he can pick up this kill or two, that should open things up quite nicely for him. This spot the man out does back away though. And you see MeetYourMakers, they're stalling. They haven't really pushed in just yet, but this is their last chance. They have to go for the push now. They only have 6 tickets to work with, and that push gets shut down almost.
Almost. LT Hunter, the last guy remaining. If he gets his kills here, it will be game, but there you go. Even with that, they don't have much here. This bleed might not even do it in time. There you go. They stop it on 61, but yeah, they can't even spawn into their players.
And Safe and Wafi will now punch the last 3 standing. And with C being capped over, that's going to be it here. So Gamers Connection going to pull an upset over MeetYourMakers and advance on through the brackets.
Yeah, but GC have been looking really good recently.
Wait.
So.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we saw GC actually disconnect and MeetYourMakers stayed, and then they actually dropped below 60 tickets and could have pulled it back.
I always wonder if some team's going to do that.
It sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, and that was a beautiful game from GC. Really, just controlled the pace. A bit of a dodgy first round in Dawnbreaker, but from then on out, really, they just dominated MYM.
They really did. I mean, 109 tickets in the first one after losing the first half, 60 in the second. I mean, we're looking at potentially, a top tier team here. I mean, I know you were saying earlier on that, they're a very strong team. We just didn't really see it last season because they didn't play in all the cups. Let's go and take a look at the brackets yet again here in just a few seconds. Let's see if they haven't updated enough. See, Fnatic, well, Animate did pick up the win versus Gaming Crew, so they're up against Fnatic. My Revenge versus Infamous happening as well. MeetYourMakers fortunately losing the Gamers Connection. And then we have Exertus versus Denitas happening. PowerGen versus Iconic. Evanity Gaming up against Planet Key, ESC up against Maximum, and Versus Team up against Epsilon. I'm not sure which game we're going to go to next, but we will have one more best of 3 coming your way tonight before we will be ending the show and coming back tomorrow with both semifinals and finals. But who do you think? What game would you like to see actually coming up? If you could choose between all these games that you see in the round of 16 and their victors, what would you like to see?
Ooh, and that's a difficult one. Maybe Infamous versus Fnatic. If not, maybe Epsilon versus Icy Box. But then again, Planet Key and Pyro will be good. All these games will be good. It really makes no difference.
I'm actually curious about Denitas versus GC, kind of.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have to get past Exertus. Exertus are a top team here, and I might be a tall order for them.
I want to say good things about Exertus, but I haven't seen. Oh, we saw them play one map earlier, a 5v3. So I don't know how you want to look at that one, but I guess in the meantime, we're going to go a quick little break here. Dauber, I guess we're going to get some, well, you're going to get more ice cream.
I am indeed.
I'm going to go downstairs and get some cold beverage of some sort. And we're back in about 5-10 minutes. Obviously, stay tuned. We'll have the upcoming game in the lower third for you guys who are curious at home, and we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.